question. Okay, this question asked in NILET exam. So question said that number of leaf nodes in a rooted tree of n nodes, where each node having 0 or 9 children. So in this type of question you have to draw a tree. Okay, let suppose there have a tree and each node have either 3 children or 0 children. Okay, so let it is a tree. So here number of leaf node, it is required leaf node. Okay, so leaf node is what? That is the which node have no children. Okay, so here you can see that 1 2 3 4 5, total 5 nodes here which have no children. Okay, no children. So put this formula all the option. Okay, so here n is the number of total nodes. So here in this example, number of total nodes are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, total 7 nodes are there. So this is the answer. Put here 7, 2 into 7 plus 1. Okay, so divided by 3. Now this is we get 7 into 20, that is 14, plus 1, that is 15, divided by 3, that is 5. So we get the answer 5. So in this way you can solve this type of question with the help of a diagram. Okay, so now next question is that identify the subnet mask of the given broadcast address of subnet. This is the given. So this you can see that 201, it is a class C. Okay, it is under the class C IP address. So in class C IP address there have 255.255.255. Okay, there have 3 255 are there. Okay, each octant have this 255. Okay, and here you can see that each option are given 3 to but here you can see that 257 are given. So 257 is not, should not be option. It should be 0, either 0 to 255. So this option you can eliminate. Now put if we and 255 with any number, we get the original value, that is 201. If we multiply this, we get 201. If we multiply 15 with 255, then we also get 215. Okay, so after this it will be not change. Now convert this 31 into binary number. Okay, so if we convert this in binary, 31 into binary number, we get 0 30 and 51. Okay, so now 250, now here 3 0 are there. Okay, to convert the subnet mask we have to convert 30 into 1. Okay, if we convert 30 into 1, then we and all 1 convert 0, so 50. Now it is equivalent to 240. Okay, so here this option is given 240, so the option D is correct answer. Now go to this question. Okay, in this question ask that when the transaction finishes the final statement, the transaction enter into. Okay, when the final finishes transaction, then it is go into the partial state, committed state. Okay, in the transaction look like this. Okay, when the transaction happen, the state of the transaction are like this. Okay, it is following the following state. First it is begin with active. Active means that in this state the transaction is being executed, and this is the initial state of every transaction. And now next is partial committed. Okay, in partial committed, when the transaction execute its final operation. Okay, in partial committed it is final operation. Okay, final operation, it is said to be in partial committed. Okay, now when it is go to the committed statement, it means that it will perform all the operations successfully, and it is said to be committed. All its effects now permanently established on the database system. Now when if it is not committed, then it is go failed. Okay, in fail state, a transaction is said to be failed state if any of the checks made by the database recovery system fail. At the time a failed transaction can no longer proceed further. Okay, and then it is go aborted. Okay, in aborted, if any of the failed transaction has reached in final state, then the recovery manager roll back all the right operation. Okay, the idea behind this that in abort state, either restart the transaction or kill the transaction. Okay, this state are followed in this transaction. Okay, to perform a transaction. If it does not follow these rules, this state, then it conflict may occur in the transaction. Okay, so I think this discussion is enough for this question. Now go to the next question. Here the physical location of a record determined by mathematical formula. Okay, here it is mentioned that mathematical formula, and mathematical formula are applied in hash file. Okay, here in hash file we use mod. Okay, mod operation to store the record in a database. Okay, so this is the one is the correct. Now in this question, which of the following are false about prototype model? Okay, the prototype model is the important part of software development life cycle model. Okay, so in prototyping model, the model can be used when the requirement cannot or will not specify. This is true. Okay, used when complete set of requirement are not available, and less technical risk but expensive, time consuming. And then 4 is use of method explanatory in nature and therefore contagious, high risk. Okay, all of these are the features of prototyping model. So option 2, that is none of the above, is the correct. Okay, remember one thing, that in prototyping model, when the requirements are not clear, at that time prototyping model a proto of the model are built up. Okay, so option 2 is the correct answer. Now next question is that okay, each question are very important for your any exam. Okay, so please subscribe my channel, because you are not subscribing my channel. So this question is asked that this is given a transaction. Okay, transaction scheduling. Okay, so find the strict two-phase locking protocol. So remember one thing, you can easily find the answer in a strict two-phase locking protocol. There should be commit operation should be there. Okay, after performing exclusive operation. So here you can see here commit operation performed, and here also commit operation performed. So for this reason, Y and Z are strict two-phase locking protocol. Here S is share, and X is denoted the exclusive. Share means the operation can only perform the read operation, and when it is exclusive, then at that time it perform only write operation. And exclusive lock are used to perform the commit operation. Okay, so in two-phase locking protocol. So now here there have two type of three type of locking protocol are there. So lock based protocol, two-phase protocol, and stamp protocol. Okay, in two-phase protocol you use exclusive lock and share lock. Okay, and to perform the commit operation after the exclusive block. And in timestamp protocol there have a given time, okay, to perform a particular transaction. Now next is, which of the following statement are true? Okay, so this is our on networking, computer networking based question. So connection oriented packet switching using virtual circuit, and connection less packet switching using datagram. Okay, connection oriented use the packet switching technique, okay, and connection less is used datagram technique. Okay, this is true. And now this is packet switching used to store and forward technique while switching the packet. Okay, this is also true. Packet switching technique are used to store and forward the packet, and packet switching is an advantage of for only small message, okay, but for bursty, that means large message, we use circuit switching. Okay, in circuit switching there have a dedicated path are there, so for this reason in dedicated path it is used to, it is helpful for large packet to send large packet. Okay, so now in a packet, and this packet switching will give a packet in order. This is false. Packet switching is does not give send the packet in order, it send the packet in arbitrary manner. Okay, so in circuit switching provides the circuit switching technique provide the ordered list. Okay, it send each packet in an order because it follow a dedicated path. For this reason this is false. Now this question, consider this this is 64 blocks, and each block have 16 byte. Okay, if direct direct mapping, okay, this is asked from cache mapping technique. Okay, there are three type of different cache mapping technique. Cache is used to fast perform give the performance, fast performance. Okay, so there are direct mapping technique, and second is set associative, and third is associative. Okay, so in direct mapping technique we it is the simplest technique known as direct mapping. Map each block of main memory into only one possible cache line. Okay, so in direct mapping technique is like, if I equal to j modulo m, okay, here I is the cache line number and j is the main memory block number and m is the number of line. Okay, so here find that here it is given block size is 16 bits. Okay, it is given bits, so we have to convert in bytes. So 16 divided by 8. Okay, so we get 2 bytes. Now then given byte address is 1600 will part of main memory block. So here divide this total memory with block size. Okay, total memory with block size, and we get 800. Okay, now this 800 we have to put it in 64 block. Okay, so 800 mod 64 we get 32. Mod means remainder, it give mod value, give the remainder. Now this question is, which of the following is our property of dynamic programming? So in dynamic programming this is you can easily animate that greedy approach is not part of dynamic programming, but optimal subtraction and overlapping subproblem both are performed in dynamic programming problem. Okay, so this is the D's answer is correct. So please subscribe my channel, okay, because it to make this kind of video is very tough. Okay, so please subscribe it.